We have to change shot. And we're so featured artist Lillimure. We had tried to have her on a couple weeks ago, and she was having internet problems, which happens. And she got in touch right away, and was apologetic and stuff. So of course we're gonna have her back. We played the song "Something" on the show a few weeks ago. Before that, even, and it was a big got good response and stuff, and just seems like a really nice girl. She's here tonight. Lillimure, how you doing?
Hey, I'm doing well. Yeah.
Yeah, so you're in. We're gonna find out more a little bit in deeper with Dave's segment, but you're in New York City at NYU right now in a practice room. Is that correct?
Yes,
Sweet.
this is
Okay, cool.
correct.
So, cool. So, why don't you just introduce yourself? Give us your elevator pitch real quick about who you are and what you're doing with your music, and then a little bit about something. We'll take a 2 minute sample of it. We'll come back and get deeper with Dave after that.
Yep.
Okay, yeah. So my name's Lillimure. I'm from Westchester, New York, but now I'm based in New York City. My music takes like a blend of, it's really like folk soul and pop, but I guess depending on what song you listen to, there's also a lot of jazz influence in it. Um,
Thank you.
I just kind of want, I just kind of want, like, I guess my motivation behind making music is like, I want there to be a song for every moment in my life, I suppose. I really love singing. So I want to feel like a certain emotion and then be like, oh, I can sing this song. So yeah,
Nice.
that's who I am.
Cool. So, where did something come from? Did you write
Yeah,
that? Is it?
so
Go ahead.
yeah. So something I wrote myself. It just kind of happened because I was writing it at a time where there were a lot of things maybe not going my way, or it just seemed like everything was kind of working against me. But I sort of have like a very resilient spirit, I guess, and something was my way of coping with all these different things going on. So
Sweet.
yeah.
So let's go ahead and check out something, and we'll come back and talk to Lillimere in just a minute.
Yep.
I used to be able to look so far ahead. Now when I try, it's only a few feet. There's a whole lot I don't know, untouched and said, and so much I can't wrap my head around. I try to stay so untouched by this world, but every day I just don't know. We seem to be losing ourselves in a string of lies, and I don't know if I can be silent anymore. They say everything happens for a reason. I don't know if I believe it, but at least something to hold on to. And they say everything happens for a reason. I don't know if I believe it, but at least something to hold on to. Sometimes late at night my mind fills with doubt. It gets clouded and shattered, words drown in my mouth. But there's nothing I'd rather do. Recently I've seen the mask take a toll on you, and I'm sorry that there wasn't more that I could do. Whoa, I love you. They say everything happens for a reason. I don't know if I believe it, but at least something to hold on to. And they say everything happens for a reason. I don't know if I believe it, but at least something to hold on to. Last night I don't remember what I said, but I know that I meant it. You got a lot on your mind, so do I. You need the space, and I get it. There's a lot I gotta figure out before I know what to do, but I promise, oh I promise.
I'm glad you mentioned jazz there in your little preamble to your song right there, because yeah, I definitely hear a lot of that. It's kind of like a cornucopia of genres going on with this tune right there. Definitely a little pop in there as well.
Yeah.
So anyway, yeah, we were talking before the show, and I was just going through your bio and everything. I mean, you had a social tragedy in third grade, and that kind of inspired you to start writing some
Yeah.
music and playing with some instruments and everything. So you started on this path.
Yes.
That was a nice release for you. But you got into gymnastics pretty heavy. And
Yeah.
then, so at at some fateful day, you actually had a really bad injury, and you want to just kind of talk about that moment and then getting back into music?
Sure, yeah, okay. I was at a gymnastics competition. It was the Manhattan Classic for any gymnasts out there in New York. They
Of
know what I'm
course,
talking about.
yes.
But I was competing a walkover handspring on beam, and my hand just slipped. And at first, like I felt like immediate pain, and I'm not really one to like, I don't know, especially at a meet. I'm not a person to like complain or anything like that. But I immediately went to my coach and I was like, something is wrong. But we just put ice on it, and I kept competing. And I actually kept doing gymnastics for like 6 months after that injury, but like it was just like hurting every single day until I couldn't do anything. So I had to get surgery on it. And then I was not able, I was in a cast pretty much for another 6 months.
Oh, wow.
And
6
yeah,
months?
yeah, because I
Wow.
tore a ligament in my wrist. And I also like the joints in my wrist were loose. To this day, I still don't really know what the deal was, but they put like a bunch of pins in my wrist to tighten everything.
All
And
right,
then I
check
had
this out.
another surgery to take it out.
Check this out. What? Just name like an influence in your music career. What's the first one that comes to
my
mind?
goodness.
First one, rapid
Michael
fire.
Jackson.
All right, so here's my theory: is it was the ghost of Michael Jackson actually moved the beam.
Yes.
Because he wanted you to get towards your music career. And I think it might have been the right move, because who knows? Who knows if you would have continued with gymnastics?
Yeah.
But yeah, this is really cool stuff. I mean, I don't know if you heard we all reviewed this song like a month or so ago, and I was yeah, it's just got a really nice flavor. It's almost like the vocal stylings kind of remind me of Jamiroquai, where it's just kind of meandering like that.
Yeah.
Have you listened to them, or is that maybe a subconscious influence or something?
What's so interesting is that there are a few artists that I get a little bit like repeatedly, and Jamiroquai is a new artist that I have not looked into them yet, but
oh man, you haven't heard them yet?
No.
Oh
I know,
god, you're gonna love that.
I'm the worst.
You're really gonna love it.
But like in the past month, I've heard that name at least 3 times, and that's what people have been saying that I remind them of.
You're gonna lay down on the couch on Saturday morning. You're gonna throw on the headphones. You're not gonna move until like.
Let's just say they're older than you.
Yeah, but they got a really cool style. It's a little different than yours, but it just reminds me of that. There's just a flavor that's similar to your style. But
cool. Yeah,
anyways,
definitely check them out.
So in the video, you got a bunch of guys where that was one of our other questions Joe was just asking you, was like, what was that just for the video? And are any of those guys going to be in a future performing band with you, or?
Yeah, so the players in that video was Sam Caldwell on keys, Drew Fermo on bass, and Martine Wade on drums. Yeah, I love playing with those guys. I mean, right now, I guess like I've played shows with all of them before, and they're such amazing players. There definitely will be a future with them, but in New York, everybody's always in and out, so it really comes down to like who's available when the show is.
Well, I got you. Yeah, I mean, because you're at NYU right now, and
yeah.
I mean, obviously, it sounds like you're excited about it and learning about recording major and just all the stuff that goes behind the scenes there. What's the plan? What's the outlook for the career? Are you just going to play sparse live shows, or are you definitely going to continue making albums and keep doing this?
Oh yeah, I'm definitely going to keep making albums and keep doing this. I think right now is a very special time, I feel like, in my career per se, because I definitely feel like a shift and like a growth and something's going on. It's like a learning curve where I'm a little bit stuck. So I'm very excited, I guess, for where it's going to take me. But I'm definitely doing this for forever, and I love playing shows, so I'll be doing that too.
Cool. We'll be keeping an eye on you for sure. And like Joe said, we'd love to have you back. Maybe be a critic. Take a shot at that. It can be fun.
Okay.
At Lillimure on Instagram, is that your main social presence?
Yeah, Instagram is where I really do most of my things.
Okay. So when you release new stuff, you always mention it there so people can kind of keep an eye on you?
Yeah, but I'm also on Facebook and Twitter if that's someone else's jam.
And the website too. It's
Yeah.
lillimure.com. I forgot about that. So yeah, I encourage people to
Yes.
go check it out, read the bio, check the pictures, see what
Yeah.
shows are coming up and everything. All right, we're gonna move on. Lily, it was a pleasure. Thanks so much for coming by.
Thank you.
Good
Thanks for
luck to
having
you.
me. Thank
Yes.
you.